my friends, how are you today? I am feeling a little off today, but it happens. I hope you are doing well, and I have mail. Okay, so I've been hanging on to this mail for the last couple of days because I wanted to do a video. Haven't had a lot of time because the wife's been on vacation, so we've been going out and doing things and hanging out and stuff. So to get the quiet time at home, I gotta wait for everybody to leave, and everybody's been here. So with that said, I'm gonna open up 2 days worth of mail today and make a longer video, I guess. I have been getting into Robin Williams lately, so I've been trying to upgrade my DVDs up to Blu-ray quality as far as Robin Williams stuff goes. So I hope there's going to be some Robin Williams titles in here. I also got an Amazon drop-off on my porch yesterday. I know what that is, so maybe we can talk about that, and you can comment below, because I'm going to have a couple of questions. Let's get into it. All right. First package comes from Mike's Merchandise. Mike's Merchandise. And it is a copy of 10 Little Indians by Agatha Christie. I'd say about maybe 2-3 months ago, I was getting into these Sherlock Holmes, Mr. Moto, Columbo, Murder, She Wrote, who else? Charlie Chan type movies, and Agatha Christie titles like Murder on the Orient Express, that kind of stuff. I went to go see that at the cheap movie theater, like the 225 movie theater, and I was like, oh, I thought that was really good. So I wanted to get other Agatha Christie titles, and this was one of them. It stars Donald Pleasance, which is from Halloween, and it also stars Frank Stallone, which is Sylvester Stallone's brother. So I don't know how good this is going to be. I know the only other thing I know Frank Stallone from is he's one of the singers in the beginning of the Rocky movie when the guy's around the fire inside the barrel. He's one of the singers, but I don't think. In fact, I think he was in the other Rocky movies too. But that's all he ever did. He was always like just like these guys that hung out outside the bar or hung out in like a dark alley, and they have a fire in the barrel and they'd be singing. Take it back, do 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 do, take it back. I said I've been told by. Hey, yo, what are you doing? So, as far as acting goes, I don't know what his acting is like. So, this will be the first movie I ever watched with actual acting by Frank Stallone. But it's an Agatha Christie movie, so I know it's going to be some kind of mystery movie. So, it should be pretty good. And it was put out by, who put this out? Kino Lorber. Am I say it wrong? Labra. I never say that right. One of these days I'm going to watch a pronunciation video on how to say that name, and I'll get it right. But I love this company. They put out a lot of older movies that you just can't get, or never available on VHS, or never available on DVD, and now they put them on Blu-ray. As far as the company goes, the quality's really good, but they never have any special features. This is hardly anything. I think the only theatrical trailer, that's all you get on this thing, is just a theatrical trailer. So, Agatha Christie's 10 Little Indians. Like I said, I don't know much about it. I know it's a mystery. So, it's a mystery. I'm gonna discover whatever this is. Okay. First one. Let me clear up a spot over here so I can throw these things. All right. Next package comes from Pat Malloy. Okay. I don't know who Pat Malloy is, but I must have ordered something from Pat Malloy. And let's see what we have in this package now. It is a DVD title. Oh, okay. It is a copy of... Did I order this on? No. Oh, yeah. Okay. It messed me up. This is Dumbo. Okay, not too happy right now. I'll tell you why. This is Dumbo. This is the DVD Blu-ray combo pack 70th anniversary. Why am I not too happy? Because I don't like when Disney puts their Blu-ray DVD combo packs in DVD covers. I don't understand. Now, we've passed the DVD and we've gone to Blu-ray, and everything else is blue packaging, Blu-ray. Why? I think to save some money, I think they ship them in these kind of things because they probably have a bunch of DVD covers left around. This is like the second and third time that I've ordered something like this and got this in the DVD cover. So not super excited about that. I mean, there is a Blu-ray in here. You know, there's the DVD and the Blu-ray, but I get the DVD cover, which takes up more space on the shelf. And I already have Dumbo on DVD. This was an upgrade into Blu-ray because of this big banning of Disney movies because of their being inappropriate for children, because I guess elephants have issues with this movie. I don't know. They're banning everything. They're taking everything out of it. You can't even get a copy of any Looney Tunes stuff nowadays without buying it on physical media. I know back in the day, that's all you saw on TV all the time was Looney Tunes shows, Tom and Jerry, but now Tom and Jerry's too violent. It predicts people in the wrong way. Predicts. What's the word? Wait, I'm looking up. Wrong word. It not predicts. It perceives people. Perceives people in the wrong way. Yeah, we'll go with that. It makes them look, supposedly it makes them look like who they're not. Okay, there we go. I think I said it right though the first time. That's okay. I'm gonna make mistakes. That's what I do. Predicts like I'm gonna predict the future. I'm having a hard time with this. It come on, guys. I know what the problem. I know it is. I know you're watching this and you're like, get the word, get the word out. You're not saying it right. Wow. It perceives, depicts. It depicts people in depicts. Supposedly depicts people in depicts. Wow. You know what I'm talking about. In the wrong way that they're supposed to be. Very I got copy written in my head. I got my head's a mess today. Perceives, predicts, depicts a person in the wrong. Supposedly people have a problem with Dumbo and having problems with Peter Pan and having problems with what's the other one? The Aristocats, I think it was, or whatever. So I decided I was gonna buy all of these in physical media. I had all of them on DVD and physical media, but I wanted to transfer them, bring them up, upgrade them to Blu-ray quality, because just in case they decide to ban these things, okay? Because there's some stuff like Song of the South, which has been banned. You know, you can't get a copy of Song of the South, a real copy. Like Disney will not put out a copy of Song of the South because it makes people look bad, and you can't watch Tom and Jerry because it's too violent and it makes people look bad, and you can't watch Looney Tunes because your kid might try to drop an anvil on somebody's head because they easily get their hands on anvils, and if your kid got his hand on an anvil, he could pick an anvil up and put it on top of a roof and drop it on somebody's head and kill him and make him, you know. The world is crazy nowadays, okay? When I was a kid, I watched Three Stooges, I watched Looney Tunes, I watched Tom and Jerry, and I never hurt anybody, okay? I never hurt anybody. I never thought a certain way. I never acted a certain way. I never acted out. I've never been to jail. I've lived a good life, and I watched all of these things. I was raised on the Three Stooges. Put the Three Stooges on now, and it's like, oh, no, they're hitting each other. It's violent. As compared to what? As compared to SpongeBob? As compared to other things that kids are watching nowadays? It's too intense for children to watch, because I think it's more because parents won't sit down and watch things with their children anymore. I think that's what it is. It's like, let's plop them in front of the TV and let them figure it out on their own. Watch the Three Stooges with your kids. It's funny. That's funny stuff. I was raised on it, okay? Looney Tunes are funny. I was raised on them, okay? You got a problem with Bugs Bunny this is crazy. Goofy is too violent. Woohoo! I mean, come on. So now they're banning Dumbo, okay, from Disney Channel, and you got the, well, they're not banning, you have the option, okay, because now it's gonna be age appropriate or whatever. I don't remember Dumbo. It's probably not one of my favorite Disney movies. I bought it just because I'm afraid that they're gonna make it drop off the face of the planet. Drop off the face of the earth, same thing. Anyway, so I want to make sure I have my copy of Dumbo and my copy of the Aristocats and my copy of Peter Pan. My daughter loved Peter Pan. Peter Pan was like her favorite cartoon growing up. She absolutely loved it. I don't remember anything being wrong in Peter Pan. They're saying that it makes Indians look bad. I remember Peter Pan, and the only Indian I remember very clearly in my head is Tiger Lily. listen, the world's going crazy. A little bit crazy. That's all I got to say about this. So I had to get my copy of Dumbo. I'm not happy with the cover. And that's all I got to say about it. That's my little rant on what's going on. It's just very upsetting as a parent. You know, I mean, you want to show your kids the things that you had when you were a kid. You know, I don't know about you, okay, but this is the way I feel. I loved watching the Three Stooges as a kid. I think it was on New Year's Eve. Is it New Year's Eve? Yes. They would have the Three Stooges marathon every single year. Every single year, I would sit for the first so many years with my father and watch the Three Stooges marathon. Brother was born, got a little older. I would sit down with him and my father and watch the Three Stooges marathon. Then we got a little bit older. My father disappeared out of the picture, and I'd be sitting there by myself watching the Three Stooges. It never did anything to me. It didn't make me feel any violent. It didn't make me angry at anybody. It didn't do anything. It made me laugh, okay? This world needs a little bit more laughter. People need to stop just picking people apart and looking at what this person's doing, looking at what that one's doing, because you feel a little bit uncomfortable because something didn't set right with you. You think it's all right to take everything away from people. This is crazy. This is crazy. I wanted to watch Tom and Jerry with my son. And I tried to get copies I tried to watch Tom and Jerry on TV. Come to find out, Tom and Jerry's been yanked from TV. Looney Tunes, yanked from TV. No Bugs Bunny, no Daffy Duck. Oh my God, like somebody's going to hit somebody in the face and send their duck bill flying around their head. Or somebody's going to drop an anvil. Or somebody's going to get some TNT and blow somebody up. It's not going to happen. You need to calm down. You need to relax. You need to have some fun. Laugh a little bit. Stop being so serious. This is crazy the way the world is. It's like certain people in this world are just saying this is the way it's going to be. And they're stifling creativity and imagination. I mean, Looney Tunes, Three Stooges, that's art. That's a form of art. Would you go take a knife to the Mona Lisa? To me, that's the way I feel. Would you go chop the head off of the Statue of Liberty? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I grew up with these things. My kids deserve to see these things. They are classics. They are classics like anything else, like Gone with the Wind. Or let me think of something that's a big. Well, Gone with the Wind's probably one that just pops into my head because it's a classic. You wouldn't destroy that. You know what I mean? People talk about Wizard of Oz, classic. Sooner or later, they're going to say, well, the Tin Man had an axe. So, I mean, look what they did with E.T. They took all the guns out of the guy's hands and they put flashlights instead. You took all the time to go do that. Why? I watched E.T. when I was a kid. I didn't even notice that they were carrying guns. I was so preoccupied with the alien until they made a big stink about it. I didn't know that they even were carrying guns. I didn't see that. I saw the alien running scared through the forest, and I never even noticed it until they made a big deal about it. And now I'm like, oh, I got to get my hands on the old copy because I want the guns in my collection. I want the way the artist made it. It's not right that they go back and they change things like that. It's the way it was. Keep it the way it was. But now they're going to take away Disney movies or make them age appropriate because they're rated G. And they were rated G back in the day, but I guess now they're trying to say that they're not a G rating anymore. They're not. It doesn't make any sense because I'll tell you right now, watching some of the Disney movies nowadays, the way that they off the parents, you know, every Disney movie has a dead mother or father, which I guess teaches kids that, hey, circle of life type situation. You know what I mean? The way life is. But they're depressing anyway, okay? The movie Up, I mean, if you just lost a loved one, if you're like grandmother or grandfather just passed, you watch the beginning of the movie Up, you're gonna be depressed. I'm sorry, but the Lion King. I mean, look what happens to his father. I mean, but they're art. You know what I mean? I'm not taking anything from anybody that created a Disney movie. What I'm trying to say is that they created it for a reason. Leave it alone. Let the masterpiece stay the masterpiece. Don't go back and pinch and poke and take things out and make them disappear and think you're making them better. Who are you to say that they're better? Let the people be the judge of that. You know, if you're a good parent, you're going to be there with your child watching these movies. Watch the movies with your kids. Okay? I've watched The Lion King a number of times. I have yet to try to push somebody off a ledge. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Just stop. Stop. Take a breath and look around. You, people are ruining things. It's way too over the top. Way too over the top. They're just looking now. People are just looking to take things away from people. I just don't get it. If I was always taught when my high school years, when I was in shop tech and everything, and shop, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Leave it alone. There's no problem. I didn't notice guns in E.T. Leave it alone. I didn't notice anything bad in Dumbo, Peter Pan, or the Aristocats until you people brought it up. Now I'm looking for the bad in the movies. I never saw it before. The same thing with the Three Stooges. I never saw the violence. It was funny. I was smart enough to know that this was acting. This was play. Wanna know why I was smart enough to know? Because somebody told me. Because somebody sat down and took the time to watch the shows with me and say, hey, don't do that to your brother because you poke him in the eyes and he could go blind. Somebody took the time. No, the problem is people don't want to take the time anymore. They just want to take the things away. It's so much easier just to put blinders on and put a mask on and turn your back on things and say it never existed. No, this stuff is art. Keep it going. Don't destroy what is already perfect. I'm not saying Dumbo's a perfect movie. I don't even remember Dumbo, but somebody created that. They created it the way that they created it for a reason. Leave things alone. You know, kids should have a chance. And I know I'm going to get probably comments below saying, well, they're not taking Dumbo off of Disney Plus. They're just going to age appropriate so that way parents could decide what they wanted to. That's fine. I agree with that 100%. But don't make a big deal over it. Just make it age appropriate. Why is it going to be so much publicity? Why is it going to be such a big thing? And then you got everybody to only read half the news or only listen to half the news, and they're in a panic, and they're going out and buying every single title, and they're making it difficult for anybody to get their hands on anything because everybody's in a panic to get these titles because they're going to disappear eventually, like I just did. I'm not to be hypocritical. That's what happened with me. I was like, I don't know what they're going to do next. So first it's age restrict. Then it's take away. We don't want you to see these movies anymore. And I mean, I've already had a father. I don't need another father telling me that at my age, I'm an adult, that I can't see something. I make that choice. You know, when you're a child, you help your child make that choice. When you're an adult, you make that choice for yourself. People shouldn't be able to take things away from it. I'm not just talking about the Disney titles because you're going to say, well, you can watch them on Disney Plus, the age restricted, you're old enough, you can hit the... I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about, what about the Looney Tunes? Looney Tunes were on after school every single day. They were on Saturday mornings. And they are gone. You try to find the Looney Tunes on TV. The old school, first release Looney Tunes. You try to find them on TV. You're not going to find them. You try to find the original Tom and Jerry on TV. You're not going to find them. The only way you're going to find them is to try to get some physical media and then put them away. Anyway, yeah. All right, next package. Sorry about going off like that. It's a little upsetting as a parent, you know, when you want to sit down and watch these things with your kids and you just can't get them anymore, you know, and I don't understand why it's so... I don't even understand why it's a thing. I don't even understand why it's a thing. There's so many things going on in this world nowadays. So many hurt people and so many problems in the world. And they can't possibly look at Looney Tunes and Disney movies and you know, Three Stooges and like stuff like E.T. because they're carrying guns. I don't know. They're just looking to point the finger. They're looking to point the finger at somebody or something because they don't want to take responsibility for the things that they did wrong in their lives. This world and people in it need to take responsibility for the things that they did wrong. I decide every day what I am going to do with my life. If I need to take responsibility for my own actions, okay? I know what I'm doing. I'm an adult, okay? I know what I'm doing. So, come on already. Find something else to do. All right. So, this came from, where did this come from? Deep Discount. Deep Discount is a company that I've been working with to actually buying my CD titles. Okay, they're a lot cheaper than Amazon. Not knocking Amazon. I buy a lot from Amazon, but for some reason, when you want to buy overseas stuff, imports, box sets, deep discount has had a better deal. Now I know you're gonna say, well, Amazon matches prices. I don't want to go through all of that. It just originally they're cheaper. Deep discount also every once in a while has a 10% off, 15% off, 20% off. All you have to do is find deep discount coupon code, type it into your Google search, and you'll find some kind of coupon, and you end up saving a ton of money. I've purchased like 3 or 4 boxes recently from them, and I'm not talking like $5, $10 savings. I'm talking like $50, $60, $70 savings. Okay, so they're just a really good company. I've been working with them for a while. Things come in as soon as they're released. I'm not waiting. Sometimes Amazon, if I order something and then I find that when they ship things, I don't have Prime because I don't think there's any need for it because I get enough mail that I don't need to rush kind of things. But I have, I order from regular Amazon. And if I order a box set, let's say, and then I order a CD that's going to be released in 2 weeks, they'll actually hold the whole order, and I won't get the box set and the CD till that other thing is released. So that way they can save money on the shipping, which I understand because I'm not paying the Prime price. I'm not giving them the extra money or whatever. So they kind of hold them and they ship them later on. So I have to wait maybe 2 weeks after everybody else already has theirs. I'm patient. I'm fine with that. But deep discounts prices are just that much better. And this actually was not available to buy on Amazon. And it is the Pretty Reckless Light Me Up import CD. It has extra tracks on it. Pretty Reckless. I talked about them a little bit in one of my other videos. The lead singer of this is Cindy Lou Who from the Grinch movie. And I've just gotten into them lately. I like I don't know much about the backstory behind them, but I like the music. And because I'm a completist and I have to have everything by a certain group, this was an import, and I wanted to make sure I had all the songs. So they have a U.S. release of this album with a different cover, which I ordered that also. But I wanted the extra songs that are on this, and I think it's bonus tracks. We have 1, 2, 3 bonus tracks on here. So it has the writing on the back. It's an import. So, Pretty Reckless, Light Me Up. Okay. This one says Fragile. And it's coming from Ryer Records. Ryer Records? So Ryer Records, I'm assuming this has to be another CD. And it's probably another Pretty Reckless CD because I'm pretty sure I've not ordered anything else but Pretty Reckless CDs, and the one title that I know is in the Amazon box. So this is nice. Look at this. Very well packaged. Love when they do that. All right. This is the Pretty Reckless, and it's the album Going to Hell. I do not see a parental advisory sticker on here, which is a little bit alarming, because they have a parental advisory version of it, and I wanted to get the parental advisory version because I don't like to be censored, and I don't want to hear my music censored, so I wanted to make sure I had it. But if I'm looking at the titles in the back, it does have the word back there, so I'm assuming this must be the parental advisory version, even though it doesn't have the sticker in front. It was probably on the outside of the wrapper, and I did get this thing used because it's almost impossible to find this CD. I don't know why. It was released 2 years ago, and it should be easy to find. I don't know why they're so difficult to find, but it was. I had to get this one from pretty far away, and it's still expensive. $18 I paid for this. $18. That's a lot of money for a CD, but in order to complete the collection, I had to get this title. But it still doesn't make any sense to me, because this is one of the top albums, and it's the one with the most commercialized songs. So I don't know why this has disappeared off the face of the earth. But anyway, all right, here's my Amazon. This is the one that I wanted to talk about, and this will be my last thing to talk about until the next video. And it is a copy of there's the parental advisory sticker right there. And this is Rob Zombie's brand new CD. What's he calling this one? Wow. He's calling it, the writing on the side is the Luna. Wow. Wait a minute. The Luna Injection. Wow. The Luna Injection Kool-Aid. The lights are terrible here. Uh, Ellipse Conspiracy? Eclipse. Okay. So let me get this all straight here. Thank you, Mr. Zombie, for making one of the longest titles I've had to read on the side of it. Okay, here we go. Rob Zombie's The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy. Wow. Okay. What do I know about this album? I know that the record-wise, okay, they said that I guess this comes in a 2-record set when you buy the records. And what I watched on YouTube is that the first record they're saying is kind of like and then the second record was supposed to be really, really good. It does have 17 tracks on here, which is normal. Rob Zombie puts a lot of songs. You get a lot to work with on a Rob Zombie album, and I absolutely love Rob Zombie. So I'm sure I'm gonna love this album. I'm probably. The funny thing is like people they're tearing apart the first part, okay, which I don't know exactly what the deal is with the first part. First thing when he started talking about, what I thought in my head was maybe it's like a spoken word, or maybe it tells some kind of story at the first part, and then you get into the music on the second part. They were kind of being off on exactly what was going on with this album. So I'm kind of hoping that I know I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna anything that Rob Zombie does, even if it was a spoken word, even if it was it wasn't his heavy metal in it, because sometimes people, the big heavy metal, he did some acoustic stuff, and now I'm really confused. Like kind of like when what's the group? Am I looking at it? Slipknot did their All Hope Is Gone album. Some of my favorite songs on that album were the ones that were a little bit not as hard. You know what I mean? I just enjoy, the voice, and I want to hear the voice, and Rob Zombie's no different. I like to hear the voices, so every once in a while it's good for them to switch it up. I'm not saying go from rock to rap, you know what I mean? If you're a rapper, you stay a rapper. If you're a rock star, except unless you're Ice-T, because he did a great job of Body Count. I can't really think of anybody else that went from rap to rock. But anyway, rap is rap, rock is rock, heavy metal is heavy metal, but it's okay to, explore different avenues, and sing different types of songs. Nothing wrong with that. So I don't really know what the issue is people are having with this title, but they're saying that the first side of the first record is a throwaway, and the second one is the Rob Zombie that they wanted to hear. I don't know. I'm not going to judge it because I haven't heard it yet, and even then, the artist is the artist. This is the way he wanted this album to be. I'm not going to debate that. You like I said, if I don't like the first album, what am I going to do? Tell somebody take the first album away and let me just have the second album? No. I want to hear this stuff. You know what I mean? I want to hear what your creativity had to offer. Keep it flowing. Keep that imagination and creativity going. I'm not going to stifle Rob Zombie's creativity because he wanted to change a little something up on his first album, and then the second album is the way he's always been. Maybe he's getting older. Maybe he's growing up. Maybe he wanted to change things. I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy it anyway. If the second one's better than the first one, the second album is better than the first one, I'll just listen to that one more. Okay? I'm not gonna take the first album outside and rent a steamroller and drive over it and smash it to pieces like they used to do back in the day with Beatle albums and stuff like that, when people would get mad, which never made any sense to me anyway, because you had to purchase the albums like NWA, the Beatles, like that. People got mad, when they started destroying all their albums. Well, who's laughing? Because those people still made their money. You bought the albums to begin with. Now you're just destroying your own property. Never understood that. It's like, this is a symbol of how you just gave somebody that you're mad at your money, and now you're destroying the thing that you purchased. It always cracks me up when people flip out and they start burning things and smashing things or whatever that they've already purchased. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. But like I said, people don't make sense. Some people just don't make sense. I don't know. But Rob Zombie's got his new album. I'm not even going to say the title of it again. You know what the title is. Maybe I should. The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid. Oh, forget it. Why can't I get that one word? It's the way he wrote it on the cover. Hey, once again, this is like a psychedelic 70s Grateful Dead type thing. Like I would see this like on a poster, this kind of writing, like back in the late 70s with a black light or something like that. That's what I'm seeing with this. But I'm having a hard time reading some of it. You know what I mean? Especially since the title's so long. I just said it too. Oh, Eclipse. It's Eclipse. Eclipse Conspiracy. Hey, I don't know. But I'm going to enjoy it. And with that said, that's the end of my mail for today. There will be another mail video pretty soon, so please hit that subscribe button. I would like to apologize to everybody if I offended anybody, because I know that the world's all full of people being offended lately. So listen, I'm not trying to offend anybody. People need to make their own decisions. That's all I gotta say. People need to make their own decisions and make their own choices, and hopefully they do the right thing and take responsibility for your actions. None of this stuff is going to make me do anything that I don't want to do. So please, like, share, and subscribe if you want, and I will see you later.